Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha has moved to reassure parents and students that the government has not yet approved the proposal by universities to triple school fees beginning next year. Magoha says even though deliberations are underway in Parliament over the proposed increment, the executive is yet to sit and debate the matter. These and more in the County News Roundup.
Reports that university fees are said to be hiked from 16,000 to 48,000 shillings has caused public uproar, with students threatening to vehemently oppose the move. Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha has, however, allayed fears that the decision to hike fees has already been finalized.
There are a lot of destruction of university property because the students just say no. So we need to engage them and involve them in the process. And nobody is going to enjoy expecting parents to behave the way they have behaved in the past. But they should not be afraid. They should just be prepared so that whatever level of money they have at the time the schools are opening, we shall work together with them.
Meanwhile, a 4-year-old child was killed following a raid at Kapedo in Turkana East. The attackers are reported to have made away with an unknown number of livestock.
We expect a quick reaction from the government for the recovery of these animals.
In Samburu County, 2 suspects have been arrested by authorities over allegations of stealing livestock in Maralal town. Confirming the incident, Maralal Assistant Chief Selina Lemakara stated that the 2 were arrested as they were attempting to sell the meat in Maralal town after slaughtering the stolen cow.
Huyu sasa anatoka east, anakuja all the way from Samburu East, anakuja kuiba hapa. Huyu mwingine anakaa Poro. They are all youths. Hao wote ni vijana. Kuliko watu wafanye kazi hata wasaidike mahali. Wanaishi wakibia watu.
In Nairobi County, preparations for the 2020 Jamhuri Day celebrations are in top gear. On Thursday, Interior Principal Secretary Karanja Kibicho led the National Celebrations Committee on a tour of the newly refurbished Nyayo Stadium, the venue of this year's Jamhuri Day celebrations.
We are in the middle of COVID, and therefore we will have a slightly different way of celebrating, a hybrid between a completely virtual and of course a real one. We are convinced as the National Celebrations Committee that we are more than ready to host this National Day here.
Still in Nairobi County, a report by the Constitution and Reform Education Consortium reveals an increase in human rights abuses during the COVID-19 period. The report shows physical abuse stood at 40%, while sexual abuse was reported at 23% among intimate partners.
There is need for increased public awareness on why constitutional violations of people's rights and public participation in government processes is a critical human rights violation and may affect quality of the services rendered to people. There is need for people to know that public participation is as much of a right as any other right.
Yusufar, Channel 1 News.